ice and...
Violence. We're on our way to find a treasure hidden deep within the rainforest. Scores of armed groups roam this area. That's why the rangers carry guns. After 3 hours of tough trekking, we got our first glimpse, just a few meters ahead. Eastern lowland gorillas. They're critically endangered. There are fewer than 5,000 left. To see them this close up is a true privilege. The masks protect them from our germs. Gorillas once roamed across the Congo. Today they're confined to just a fraction of their former habitat. There's conflict in the Congo between preserving this pristine wilderness and selling off its resources, especially when people are so poor, and especially once you get into Katanga, the DRC's mining heartland. Well, just look at the scale of this mining operation. There are holes like this all over the Democratic Republic of Congo. I don't even know how far it is, maybe a kilometre across to there? Those guys down there look tiny, that's for sure, and it's almost as wide. This is a cobalt mine. You can perhaps see that black strip that comes through. That's pure cobalt ore, so that's worth an absolute fortune. This country has got such wealth under the ground. The minerals it has, it's got cobalt, it's got copper in this area, it's got uranium, gold, diamonds, There's such riches in the Congo, but yet this country is so poor. It's really hard to get your head around why the stuff that's taken out of the ground isn't turning this into the heart of Africa, one of the richest countries on the continent, rather than one of the poorest. These trucks queue for miles to take the minerals to the border. Most of it heads to China. It's a massive industry that makes trillions of dollars. And yet few parts of the country even enjoy the luxury of roads. This is the way most people travel across the Congo. This boat has spent 2 weeks on the river, but is only halfway to its destination. They've been stuck here for 3 days because bribes weren't paid. With the country desperate to modernise, where is all the mining money going?
The corruption is a bad habit we have inherited when we got independence. The bad habits have to be fought, and it is one of our main program. We can't say that we have won, but still we are trying really to finish it, because we can't maintain being a very rich country with a very poor people. This can't be accepted at all.
It's a view echoed on the streets by young, smart people demanding change.
Things are going badly in my country. Because if you see my life in this country, people are very poor. Very poor, and more of them aren't get school. So I can say that things are right in my country.
But this is a very rich country. There's so much wealth under the ground. Why is it so poor?
For me, I mean that it's only a problem of governance. If the governance are going very well, we can be rich, but it depends on politics.
Politics. It's now up to the country's leadership to solve these age-old problems. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this journey up the Congo River as much as we have. It's been quite an adventure. And I don't want to try and start answering the questions we've posed along the way. But my takeaway from this trip, a few things. Firstly, history. How much of the problems in the DRC today are down to the colonial history, that brutal, terrible period of time. How much of it is down to the mismanagement of the country in the almost 60 years since independence. Then there's the issue of corruption, the thieving. This country could be so rich, it's got so many things. It's got amazing mineral wealth, it's got the water that could generate power for Africa, it's got forests, but yet it's one of the poorest countries on the planet. And then finally, it's just the size of it. This is a country the size of Western Europe. How do you manage and control a country from here in Kinshasa that's so huge? I think only when those questions are answered and tackled is this country going to really fulfill the amazing potential that it has.
I knew that I wanted to be a rider, but when I told my parents that I want to be a stunt rider, they thought I have lost my mind being a girl. Since I am a Muslim and you know how Lucknowi people are, they're pretty dominating towards women. To sustain when my family left me, I started doing stunt shows in the colleges. You know, people has a particular mindset. If you're a girl, you don't know anything about motorcycle. Even if you know, it will be in their head that, okay, she's a girl, you can fool her very easily.
I'm a stunt woman in Bollywood. I really enjoy performing stunts. I've been performing stunts for the years now. So I was looking for work and I got this, which I really like. See, people have choices, but I had none. And what I chose, people do not offer that so often. Your parents generally aspire that their daughters will get married, they will find a decent husband, have kids. But in my life, things were just the opposite. So it was a constant struggle. I was not educated. Dancing, cooking, I did several odd jobs. Finally, I got this job of a stunt woman. I took it up and moved on.
I get a lot of messages on Instagram, Facebook, girls saying that I really want to ride, but I don't have money, my parents don't support. I don't understand why in our country people, especially women, they have their own mindset, okay, girls are meant to be in the house. Like, I know the culture of our country is like girls are in the house and the guys are outside. It's changing and they should start coming up with solution rather than sticking with the problem.
You know, this job requires a lot of hard work and stamina. Maintaining your fitness, letting delicate